wake up.
Mortal Shell 2 is the sequel to a game that came out back in 2020. A soulslike built by a tiny team of about 15 developers. You play a creature that possesses the bodies of dead warriors and wear them like armor. The game called them shells. There are 8 shells to possess instead of the original 4, and your mission is to reclaim the ova, the meta-stolen eggs, from the monsters guarding them across a ravaged world. The beta is out right now. It covers the prologue plus an early chunk of the open world, and the full game launches August 20th. So I jumped in to see how it actually plays. Let's start with the main mechanic that defines this game. When you take fatal damage, you don't just die, you get blasted out of your shell, and the ejection itself is an AoE burst that damages every enemy around you, which is sick. But now you're exposed and any follow-up fatal attack will actually kill you. To get it back, you have to keep fighting, land enough hits so that you can climb back into the knight's body and carry on. Starting with the attack, things are pretty straightforward. You have no stamina bar, so you can easily chain moves. On top of that, you've got projectile weapons plus special moves, and there is a skill tree where you can pour upgrade points into things like raw attack power or your chance of landing a critical. Let's go into defense. Defense is where the game gives you real options. You can run, block, parry or dodge, and that opens up multiple paths through every fight. There is no dodge roll, which sounds like a big deal for a Souls-like, but honestly the dodge feels so good, I never miss it. There is no jumping either. When the game wants you in the air, it gives you a launch pad. While you're blocking, you've got a posture bar that can be broken, and that same rule applies to every enemy and boss in the game. So posture damage cuts both ways. Some attacks are flat out unblockable, but the game does a good job of clearly telling you which one it is. And playing aggressively pays off against some enemies and gets you properly punished by others. Reading the matchup matters a whole lot. Let's look into the world and exploration.
Forgive me, I am unworthy, but may I wash your feet, Harbinger?
In terms of direction, the game tells you just enough to get you started and then leaves you alone. Everything else you find for yourself. Bosses drop their own loot too, so the big fights pay off twice, once in gloom and once in gear. Beacons are your checkpoints, and here's my one real complaint. In the beta, you can't travel between beacons. If you want to move around in the map, you go all the way to Marrow Keep first. I really hope the full release fixes that. Beyond that, the world itself is genuinely intriguing. The combat visuals are brutal and bloody in the best way, and the NPCs have personality. They'll hype you up one moment and throw a little shade the next.
Who is it at such an hour? You sound strong, powerful. Will you break down my door and show me how big and strong you really are? Let's pretend you're a brigand and me a princess, locked in a tower by her cruel father. Oh, forget it. You're too weak.
Let's look into the economics of the game. Rewards come in 2 currencies, coins and gloom. Coins are for buying things, and you keep them when you die. Gloom is what you use to upgrade your character, and it drops where you fell. Reclaim it before your next death or it's gone for good. Classic Souls logic. One nice touch, you can set the camera to an action mode or an immersive mode. It's a trade-off between awareness and atmosphere, and this call is entirely up to you. So, that is the Mortal Shell 2 open beta. Mortal Shell 2 launches August 20th, and before you go, here's what is actually worth knowing. If you play the beta for at least 30 minutes before launch, you unlock the Flayed Harbinger, an exclusive blood red skin in the full game. And if you push past Marrow Keep, you permanently unlock the option to skip the prologue at launch. Everything else, your coins, your gloom, your weapons, your shells, reset when the full game arrives. So play for the skin. For me, I believe this game is going to be a very good one. I can't wait for the full launch on August 20th. Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video or you found it useful, like, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.